Live, go live. Live, live, live. Live up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up. Keep standing. Stand up, walk. Don't sit too long. Get enough sleep so you can stand. Stay standing without falling asleep. Standing up. Don't bode well if you fall asleep standing up. Verify that I'm standing up. Stand up. Yep. See me sitting down though. Wake up, stand up. Yep. Wake up, stand up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Keep standing is my morning wake up call. Start up another year of walk, talk, and chewing it out. My daily commitment to wake up early enough to spend time with Big Man upstairs. In prayer, meditation, fasting, and giving. Keep it simple. Love him, love neighbor yourself. This morning I'll be diving down into practicing some Bible study. We'll be doing later on with some other men of God. It's good to have some mentors and others you hang out with, fellowship with, friendship. Yeah, what are some ways to celebrate? I asked a few questions of myself and answering them. Somebody else that may be listening, answer them to yourself. What are some ways to celebrate? Celebrate with family, friends, family accomplishments. It'll be a birthday, anniversary, which thankfully my wife's birthday and anniversary the same month. I may get them mixed up, but at least I won't forget them. Yeah, don't become complacent and forget those celebrations. Celebrating life, maintain that vigilance. Celebrating victories where we've experienced over injustice. Instead of just self-celebration, we celebrate others' accomplishments and experiences over injustice. We dive down into Bible verses. Esther 8, starting with Esther chapter 8, verses 1 and 2. On that day, the king Ahasuerus give the house of Haman the Jews enemy unto Esther the queen. And Mordecai came before the king, for Esther had told what he was unto her, and the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai. These two verses, Esther and Mordecai. And Esther and Mordecai over the houses of Haman. Honor came of Esther and Mordecai. So property was given to them from the king. Property of a trader, and back then in Persia was confiscated by the state. To this day, some countries still practice that. Or if you do major injustice to others, the king or the government would take stuff away from you. I know one country visited the other. You do bad stuff or owe stuff, they send you to the work camps or having to work off your debt. And they'll bode well. But yeah, rewards should be. What are some rewards we should anticipate for standing against injustice? So what are some rewards to anticipate for standing against injustice? I shouldn't expect rewards, but we do. But human nature, rewards for others, I'm thinking are better. Expect rewards for others than injustice. My reward anticipate will be in heaven with Big Man upstairs. The ultimate reward. Expect nothing here on earth, but you do good, fight for injustice, and celebrating things you do with God will give you. Just like he did Mordecai and Esther. Those are some rewards and celebrations that they endured, fought for. God's way, not our own way. We don't want to trade blow for blow. But now we go to thoughts and prayers, have him guide us in those times of injustice. Shed some light on what to do in situations like that. I read about Esther and Mordecai. Some more verses diving down deep into is Esther chapter 8, verses 3 through 8. And Esther spake yet again before the king, and fell down at his feet, and besought him in tears to put away the mischief of Haman the Agagite, and his device that he had devised against them, against the Jews. And then the king held out the golden scepter toward Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king, and said, If it please the king, if I have favor in his sight, and the thing seem right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written, to reverse the letters devised by Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, which he wrote to destroy the Jews, which are in all the king's provinces. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come upon my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred? I have given Esther the house of Haman. Oh, back up. And then the king said unto Esther the queen, and to Mordecai the Jew, Behold, I have given Esther the house of Haman, and him they have hanged upon the gallows, because he laid his hand upon the Jews. Write ye also for the Jews, as it liketh you, in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring. For the writing which is written in the king's name, and sealed with the king's ring, may no man reverse. Role of persistence in their lives definitely worked out for the best. They're fighting injustice. What are some roles of just persistence in our life, a Christian's life? Never give up, never surrender. Never give up, never surrender. Definitely cannot rest until the victory is complete. Not focus on our own victory, but victory through Big Mouth Stairs. Victory in Jesus. Fighting injustice. Fighting for helping others. Not to where we're breaking the law. Unless God forbids it. God forbids it. Don't do it. He allows it. But now we should seek his refuge, thoughts and prayers and actions of others, how they prevail, where they didn't break the law to make a point. They pleaded and did good, prayed, fasted, meditated, and instead of taking stuff that the king gave them, they gave it to their people. Showed the well, not be stingy. And we're reading Esther 9, 20 through 22. Mordecai received these events. And he sent letters to all the Jews throughout the provinces of King Xerxes, near and far, to have them celebrate annually the 14th and 15th days of the month of Adar, as the time when the Jews got relief from the enemies, and as the month went on through their sorrows, was turned into joy, and the morning into a day of celebration. Celebrate. He wrote them to observe the days as days of feasting and joy, and giving presents of food to one another and gifts to the poor. Awesome example. What they do is celebrate and continue to help others. They were selfless, not selfish. How can our groups be better at job of celebrating God's victories in our lives? I keep standing against injustice. Someone needs help them. If we need help, we pray, fast, meditate, and give. Principles that stood out to you throughout the study from the book of Esther, even through the hardships and possibilities of death, both Esther and Mordecai and others kept their faith, never gave up on God's plan, and never surrendered, and were able to all be rescued from the injustice through persistence and doing good over evil, and not trying to trade blow for blow. They kept standing. Those are some things we need to focus on. Read about Esther and Mordecai. Esther, book 8 and book 9. Those are some principles we can look at, possibly, because they were even though the hardships and possibility of death were at the doorstep, they prevailed. What is an example of struggle that we maintain, stand for right? What could have done differently to make a difference, to help others? See somebody in need, I'm getting picked on, yelled at, cussed at, try to intervene on the situations. In the past, I've not intervened, but lately I've been intervening more, trying to be a peacemaker instead of a war maker. And find a Bible verse that helps us in those times to be more vigilant and strengthened in spite of trouble in similar situations. Here's one verse, Jeremiah 20, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So may I keep standing, may we all keep standing against injustice, stand for justice. Do not become complacent. Express thanks for God's saving grace and stay vigilant. Commit to helping others and celebrate together. Living together, living others, inviting others to celebrate, to keep standing. In His name I pray. Amen. And this is my way to every morning to wake up, stand up, keep going. Help others where needed. Give my time, talents, and tokens. If I don't have many tokens, I may give more time and talents. Just keep it simple. Love the Lord and love neighbor yourself. Just keep standing. I salute you, Certified I was faithful, certified never die. So Brent the Blabber signing off for now. Be blab, blue blab, blue blab, blue. Celebrate. Keep standing.